Ladies and gentlemen, sports fans, gamers, freaks, geeks, everybody around the world across the United States, how y'all doing? Very last video. Let's sit down and let me talk to you out there. Hurricane Florence happened in September, and it's scary and stressful for unknown reasons. People who live in Florida or Georgia, Louisiana, will tell you that preparing for a hurricane isn't a joke. It is scary, stressful, all the above. Luckily, I'm still standing. Little damage. Seeing a lot of trees being knocked down. And there's a difference between a normal wind and a hurricane wind. A hurricane wind is just a howling sound. And it's scary too. I mean, I just couldn't take my eyes off the news. I couldn't even watch sports. Well, I did very little of it, but I was just glued to the TV, just tracking the hurricane. I'm like, okay, where's it going? Please just go away. Please go away. Oh, and it's also the slowest hurricane I have ever seen. It would not leave. It rained for 2.5 days. I mean, after all of that, it was back to normal. Then you had to deal with mosquitoes. I mean, oh my goodness. It was horrible. You've seen people couldn't even go outside and enjoy themselves without getting attacked by mosquitoes. Trying to cut grasses? Nope. Mosquitoes in your face, in your ears, in your nose, in your mouth. I mean, they were everywhere. So, I finished Spider-Man. I might do a review next month around Christmas time. Shadow of Tomb Raider, I have not finished it. But I still think it's my game of the year. Little spoiler alert. So, yeah. As far as October, which is last month, Tropical Storm Michael didn't do a lot of damage. It just rained and it just moved out of here, you know. But state of Florida, parts of Florida got hit pretty bad. It was like 2 miles per hour shy of reaching Category 5. Hurricane Florence, what we dealt with, it was Category 4. So, Soul Calibur 6, I heard it was doing good. Not so good. It's been a little bit of back and forth. The only time there's been controversy is the season pass and how they're handling their characters and things of that nature. Oh yeah, having creative class character being taken to online, like a little bug that is considered game breaking, like ranked matches. So I already spoke on a little bit of a Black Ops 4. I might speak on that later in the future. Crunchyroll and Funimation ended their partnerships. Everybody weren't happy. I'm not happy about it because I wanted to continue to watch Code Geass, but I'm gonna continue to watch anime shows on Crunchyroll. It's not the end of the world for me, so it's not. So now, the month of November. Oh my goodness, there's so much stuff happened. Okay, let me get the let me talk a little bit more on anime. Gogeta. So in a Dragon Ball Super movie, Broly will be in there, and a lot of people weren't happy about it, especially on social media, Facebook, Twitter, you name it. They were complaining like, "Oh my God, this is spoiler alert! Oh my God, what are you doing?" Well, you shouldn't have clicked on it. No one told you to do it, so that's your fault. And what else I can think of? A little bit of Hollywood. You have Ghostbusters 3 movie might happen. I'll find the link and put it in the description. Stan Lee, we know what happened to him. He passed away this past month, a day after Veterans Day. At the age of 95, he was battling with health issues. One of the 4 contributors to his death was ammonia. So it's no joke. And everyone knows who Stan Lee is. I mean, he's a creator, he's a publisher, writer, you name it. He's been in movies such as Spider-Man Homecoming, Ant-Man movies, you name it. So rest in paradise to Mr. Stan Lee and his family. Condolences goes out to the Lee family. And fans have been defending him because of Bill Maher's comments. All I'm going to say on that is his comments are idiotic, elitist, and eye roller. Typical, you know, saying, oh, well, people shouldn't be reading comic books. I mean, they need to grow up, put on their big boy pants, and read real books, you know, get out of that comic book stuff. It's for kids. It kind of reminds me too much of the whole video games are for kids type of talk, you know. Do I think Bill Maher would learn his lesson? I highly doubt it. But then again, this is the same dude took a paycheck to being in Marvel's Iron Man 3 movie. Yeah. Should have thought of that before he opened his mouth and criticized Stan Lee and put comic book industry and comic book fans on blast. Let alone ripping comic books. Hobby on blast too. Yeah, SpongeBob creator passed away from ALS. Rest in paradise, and the condolences goes out to his family. Yeah, David Jaffe goes after AAA games for being repetitive and it's dying and this, that, and the third. I've been going back and forth with that a lot since I've watched someone's video and read articles about it. Like I said, there are things I agree with and there's some things I disagree with. So I'm just going to leave it at that before I say something I'm going to regret. PlayStation Classic console. A lot of people aren't too happy with that. Some people are cool with it. A lot of people, not so much. For me, 2 reasons why I'm not going near it. First off, you gotta give me more than 20 games. You gotta give everybody, including myself, more than just 20 games. And number 2, $99? Really? You're basically paying for the name. Sony name. Nothing more, nothing less. You know what I'm saying? Battlefield 5. I expect this game to get completely destroyed. Metacritic, I think it's in the low 70s. It sounds more like a below to straight average, which is fine. I don't care. I'm playing the game. Got it today. I got it for $30. Can't beat that. Not to mention the fact that it doesn't have season pass, which I am extraordinarily happy about. So I'm just sick and tired of people on Twitch and YouTube crying about everything in video games, which I'm going to save more for that later. You know, especially in Battlefield 5 and Black Ops 4. Oh my goodness, just too much crying. The more you change the game, the worse it's going to get for everybody else who don't think that there's not major issues with the games, you know? Especially with the whole time to kill or specialists, even though I have issues with specialists, but that's different. So, I haven't finished the single player yet because a lot of things going on, which I'll talk a little bit more later. What else I can say? Speaking of a game getting hatred, my God, Fallout 76. Oh my God. Oh, good grief, man. Holy Toledo, I have never seen a game get this much backlash as Fallout 76. I expect Black Ops 4. Shoot, I expect Battlefield 5, but Fallout 76? From the game being broken, buggy, busted in the beta to the final product, wow, it's even worse. Then now the whole quote unquote apology to now you got Bethesda bans Fallout group of players from Fallout 76 for anti-gay harassment. And oh wait, before that, it could lead to a class action lawsuit. Oh my goodness, Bethesda, what did you do? My God! Oh wow! Damn! Memo to the video game industry. I'm not gonna criticize the video game community right now. I'm gonna push them to the side. To the video game industry, and the publishers and developers, listen up and listen good, because I'm gonna say this one time. You release a broken, busted, glitchy, unfinished software video game product, fans are not gonna be happy. You make excuse one after another, it's only gonna get worse. And do I really need to get into the DLC / season pass / microtransactions and loot box? No, I don't think so. So, learn your lesson. Hope and pray to the man upstairs this doesn't happen again. Darksiders 3. Oh, good God. I didn't. Oh my God. Oh man. I expected to be more the same of Darksiders 1 and 2, but my goodness, how do you go from Legend of Zelda vibe to Dark Souls and it's getting destroyed by gaming critics to the fans? Well, actually, it's more of like a versus type of thing. Fans like it, gaming critics, not so much. So, take it for what it is. Now, before I leave, I hope you all had a beautiful Thanksgiving last week. As for me, let's just say that it was a different kind of Thanksgiving. Before that, I got a call from one of my family members that my grandfather, who I barely knew, passed away from pancreatic cancer. I had a funeral to go to, and I buried him. It was from my mom's side of the family. She took it pretty hard. She really did. That's her dad. He was in the military. I don't know how long. I also know that he was in the U.S. Army. So, oh, I forgot to mention one more thing. The Carolina Panthers, on a 3-game losing streak, missed opportunities, missed tackles, miscommunication, Graham Cano missing extra points of field goals, you name it. Detroit Lions and Seattle Seahawks, and now they're going to go play it against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. My confidence of them beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is very low right now. Very low. Because when it comes to dealing with teams with a losing record, they end up losing. They beat teams they had no business beating. This is Carolina Panthers' MO. Why? I don't know. So, Cam Newton playing his best football. I'm happy for him saying that, and the proof is in the pudding. But nobody's talking about that because the Panthers are 6-5. They should have more than 6 wins. Ever since the butt kicking that ever since the butt whooping by the Pittsburgh Steelers, they've been in a funk. it's just bad. Hopefully they snap out of it in some upcoming Sunday's game against Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So if I miss anything, I put the link in the description. Sorry for making the video 15 minutes long. Just want to get some things off my chest. And with that, throwing y'all a salute. Talk to y'all later. What's your thoughts? And I can't turn this thing off for some reason. Come on, stop it. Stop freezing on me.